What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Hello everyone and welcome into the show. Welcome on in, each and every one of you tree folk out there. All you giants, okay? Where are my lesser supported tribes out, you know? Where are my lesser supported tribes out there? You know, I stand for all of them. I stand for all of you. I want you all out there. Whether you're a Kithkin, an elf, even a tree folk, you know, you can't be a changeling. You can't be all of them. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the show. This is Hunt the Week, your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Sealed Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. This is week one of Lorwyn Eclipsed. Just getting started. Here we are, week one, nice and early, playing with our Lorwyn decks, getting ready to play with our Shadowmoor decks. Very exciting. I'm excited. And who am I? Well, I'm your host with the most. I'm your Don John DeMarco. I'm your Goku or Go Home. I'm the Pride of Mardu. I am a 6-time top 8er, a 2-time league winner, and one time I started to enjoy Lorwyn. I started to enjoy the Lorwyn set. I'm getting there. I'm liking it. I really am. I think it's good. I think it's... Like, if you would have asked me last week, I would have said, I don't know. I'm not doing great. I don't know how I feel about it. This week, I'm into it. I'm here. I'm liking Lorwyn. I'm playing a lot. I'm snowed in. That's helping. But I'm playing a lot of Lorwyn, and I'm really enjoying it. So let's go ahead and let's have another day in Lorwyn.
Grab my morning mug of muck from the auntie. Hunt for treasures inside someone else's bin. Squeeze some frogs in the bogs all around me. Just another day in Lorwyn.
That's right. As I record this week, week one, Lorwyn League, here we are. This is your top 16. Number one, Michael B., Monkey Mage 5-0. He's back. Michael has only played in like 2 leagues, and I think he's won them both. Let's see. Can I look up his name? No, it's not going to happen. But Michael doesn't play in a ton of leagues, and every time he comes in here, he's been on the podcast a bunch. Not a bunch, but a couple of times. He came on every time he won, so he came on. But he doesn't play in many leagues, and every time he comes in, 5-0, week one, here you go. Michael B., Monkey Mage. Thea E. Catarang, 5-0. Sure, I'm pronouncing that wrong. Adam E. Adam N. 5-0. Congrats, Adam. Reese P. O.T. Warrior, 4-1. Miranda L. Black Canary, 4-1. Vasco M. Mo Tatum, 4-1. Aaron B. Bevelman, 4-1. Bob P. Hit, 4-1. Michael W. A Dude with Good, 4-1. Jacob C. Breadlord, 4-1. Will B. Fief, 4-1. Oscar T. Aussie Tubby, 4-1. Scott A. Sezqui, 4-1. Austin O. Osboss, 4-1. Joseph H. Sexcellence, 4-1. That's a name that every time I read it, smile a little bit. It's pretty good. Adrian P. Kieran J. 4-1. Chris D. Stereolab, 4-1. Emmett F. Sepulcher, 4-1. Only 3 5-0s, the top 3 players. Again, Michael B. Monkey Mage, Thea E. Catarang, Adam E. Adam End. But that's the thing. Those people were 5-0 with their Lorwyn deck. They're not playing that deck this week. Is Adam E. Adam N's Shadowmoor pool another 5-0? Like, this is where this gets super interesting. And I think there's also a lot to be said with, like, how you're allocating your packs. I kind of go into it with Nick. Oh, how did I do? I went 3-2. I like it. I like the deck. I lost my first match. Boom. Start 0-1. Lose my first match. Open a pack. And I decide I'm giving the good cards to the deck I'm playing right now. I just lost. I need to win. So give me the good cards. Ship the bad cards to the other deck. We'll figure that out when we get there. We win the next 3, and then I lose the 5th match of the week. So now I have a choice, because I have 2 packs, and one is not good for either deck. One is good for both decks. Am I increasing my Lorwyn power, even though I'm not going to play that deck for a week? No. My strategy has changed from trying to have different colors in different decks. I don't think you can do that. I don't think that's a possible strategy to like bank on. I'm not doing it. I'm playing the same colors in both decks. Can't help it. I think I'm just going to increase whatever deck I'm about to play matches with will probably get the better cards. Because now I'm playing Shadowmoor in my Shadowmoor deck, and I'm glad I gave it a little boost going into this week, so that hopefully I can keep my 3-2, my positive win rate. Hopefully I can keep that going for another week with a completely different deck, right? Like, this is an interesting one because it's two different records, right? Like, is this deck good for some people or bad? We talk about it later with Nick, but there is the strategy. You can underplay the weaker deck, try to play the stronger deck more. Or is there another strategy? I don't know. There might be. There might be put all the black and blue cards over here and all the other cards in the other one, and eventually they'll be crazy. I don't have the patience for that. I need to win now. I was talking to my friend Chris R, and I was like, I don't know what the strategy is. He's like, I don't know that I even see myself getting to week 6. So I'm going to put all the power in the deck that's going to play weeks 1, 3, and 5, because I know I'm going to be playing those weeks. I was like, well, that makes sense. You can kind of plan, for what weeks you're playing the deck. And I don't know, when week 5, do you just start juicing the week 6 deck like as much as you can? I don't know. Is the Chaos deck going to be easier or harder to win with because we're playing with stronger cards? Are they stronger? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm enjoying it. I'm playing a lot of practice games right now. A lot of practice games with both decks. I'm trying to get into it. Like I said, I'm enjoying the format. I'm running my drafts. I did a server draft the other day. Was just sitting around, snowed in. Came up, boom, did it, played it, won it, loved it. I'm a hero. Played goblins. Everybody loved me. What can I say? I'm also recording live on the server. I have one audience member right now, Jonathan P. Wheat for Days. I decided that I don't know. I edit this every week. I always just do it alone in my house. What if I did it live? What if you guys wanted to watch me edit sound clips and do things? Do people want to watch that? Probably not. I don't even know that I want to stream it. But I am this week, and I got one viewer. So hey, it's going good. And it's John P. John P. watching John P. Oh, John comes up later in the show too. Oh, it's so good. In fact, let's get to my guest. Again, next week, Shadowmoor week. You're playing a different deck. You're playing your Shadowmoor deck. Whatever your plan is, you're doing it. I don't know what it is. My plan was make it stronger. The best advice I could really give is if you play earlier in the week and you don't have to decide on that last pack right away, build your decks. Me and Nick talk about it. We both had plans for our packs. We thought, yeah, this is going to be these colors, and we built our decks. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be. We changed. By the time I come back to this Lorwyn deck, it's who knows how many more packs are going to be there now. I don't know. I could go 1-4 this week and have 4 more packs to deal with. There's a lot to think about on these losses, and really the changeling cards are all just going to be so good. They want to be in both decks. I feel like it's typal decks on both sides. At least for me, it is anyway. Maybe you can try and make the Vivid thing work. I don't got the cards for it, but I think I'd rather try and do Vivid than let's just being yeah, I don't know, this one's elementals and this one's elves, and yeah, they both get changelings, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The dragon stuff is fun. All the cards that care about dragons and changelings, there's some fun synergies to be had. I know, especially with Bloomburrow, you got my buddy's got a raccoon lord in there, and all these changelings are their raccoons. That's going to be great. I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen this week, and I'm excited to see what goes on out there. But we got to get to our guest. We had a great guest this week. I've been talking him up. Let's go ahead and let's study the eclipse.
The moon and sun start to play, creating magic in the day. Solar eclipse, oh what a sight. Day turns to night, it's quite a sight. Moon comes sun for just a while, a cosmic show that makes us smile.
That's right. This week I talked to Nick A. Kneestar. He's a 3-time Megadrafter. About to have his 3rd Megadraft coming up this Sunday for Ravnica Adventure League. He's got an accent that I can't say enough nice things about. I don't know. Please, after you listen to him talk, tell me, am I wrong for just thinking he has the best accent ever? Am I wrong? It's so good. And he's such a nice, wonderful guy. And I love watching Nick stream his games and stuff in the server. He's one of those people that's always around the Discord now. He's always hanging out. He's always having a good time. And he's a great player. Recently won in RCQ. Come on. This guy's so good. Go ahead and listen to my interview with Nick now. All right, everyone. This week we are studying the Eclipse with none other than Nick A. Nee Star. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Thank you for having me, John.
I'm so happy. There's the accent. There it is, everybody. I've been talking about it. I got him on. Thanks for coming on, man. I'm super excited to have you on. You're always like streaming drafts these days in the server. I'm always popping in and watching you play. It's a joy. It's a joy to watch you and the other Nicks and Alex O in there, kind of, ribbing each other. And you guys have fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to see.
It's a joy to have an ominous person in the room watching along. It's nice when you come off mute every now and then as well.
I need to be better about getting off mute, but I'm a lurker. That's my thing. I'm a lurker, man. I usually try to put it on and like go do something else. I'm not always like paying full attention to it. But then sometimes I'll say something. But you're a great Magic player, Nick. You have your Megadraft coming up very soon, right? Very soon.
Yep.
Sunday. You're in the Sunday pod, not the Thursday pod. So this is your third Megadraft, which congratulations, it's wonderful. And you're getting there for Row League. How are you preparing for this Megadraft?
Yeah, Row League. What a league! It's a bit funny actually. I was saying that it's the league I would like if I could guarantee a Megadraft, I would choose for it not to be this league because I was not around for these sets at all. Like
really?
I came into Magic after, so. We did one draft at AGL Con of the set where Demir was really good. Maybe that's all of them.
It's at least one of them.
The one with Dream Eater in. I remember that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I don't really know what I'm doing. In the sealed portion, I play a lot of practice games and I got familiar with my deck. And I think I kind of figured out from other people that Grixis is where you want to be generally. Mm-hmm. So I think the same is going to apply in the draft, and I know Grixis is going to be good, but I guess everyone else is going to know that, which is going to be a little awkward.
How good is like the best green-white deck versus like the worst Grixis deck, when you're fighting over all those cards with everybody else?
That's the question. So I guess the strategy is just to tell everyone else I'm going to force Grixis, and they can stay on my lane. But I don't know. I might just ask other people for advice, to be honest. What to do? Have a look at 17 land stats. I am a data addict, so I will definitely be doing that. And
it's an older set. There's plenty of data out there to look at. You won't be surprised when you see Dream Eater's got a 68% win rate or whatever it is. I'm sure standard playable Dream Eater. It's a fun set, but it is lower powered, and I wonder what that means for a Mega Draft. Like, are you more splashy for bombs because you need the power, or is it like stay your lane, do your thing because that's what the set was about? I don't know. I'm not in the Mega Draft, Nick. I didn't do very good in Row League. Okay, we can't all be Nick A. Nee Star crushing it the whole time. But I'm excited for you for your Mega Draft. But we are done with Row League. We're in Lorwyn now. I wanted to chat a little bit of Lorwyn with you. Specifically, how are you divvying up these packs? Like, what are you doing? Because I have thoughts, I have feelings, and I want your opinions before I give mine.
I think some of your thoughts, I heard you talking about last week. You were saying about you're a bit worried that the Chaos section isn't going to be chaosy enough.
Yes.
A little concerned. And I have that concern as well. I mean, this week is, definitely going to be chaosy. Yeah, Some people are going to have full chaos. But I really like playing a little bit of chaos, and we'll see how much we get. But in terms of splitting the packs, it's a really tricky decision. I did do a quick look at my Shadowmaw pool and a quick build. Mm-hmm. It's not what I'm actually playing at all now that I've started really looking at it.
Right.
But so the main thing I did, I just thought, okay, does this pack have a lot of tribal synergy? Does it care about that? If the answer is yes, I probably want to put it in my Lorwyn pool. And my deck is Vivid. Like I have 4 of the Scarecrows.
Okay.
That sort your Vivid out, and I have 2 Kith Keepers and an Aurora Awakener. So anything Vivid, I was like, try and chuck it in the Lorwyn pool because that's what I'm already doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is just piled up in the Chaos pool. Generically good cards, hopefully, because I don't care about tribes.
It sounds like you're putting more weight on the Lorwyn side than the Shadowmoor side, or at least you're looking for something in the Lorwyn side, and the Shadowmoor side you're just going to kind of figure out as you go. Does that sound about right?
Well, that's what I did week 1. Maybe week 2, I put everything in the Shadowmoor side. I'm like,
That's-
oh, this is what my deck needs
See,
right now.
This is what happened. I lost my first match of the week, 0-1 to start. Boom. I'm putting this pack into the good pack goes to Lorwyn. I need to start winning, right? That's my thought. Ship the other pack. I don't care much about it. Goes to Shadowmoor. We'll deal with that later. I win my next 3. Great. It worked. We're doing it. Lose my 5th match of the week. Here's where we have a choice. Because originally I thought you want to play different colors in different decks. I don't think you can control that now that I've built my decks and done things. So I don't know that you can say, I'm going to ship my green-white here and I'm going to keep my blue-red-black here. I don't know that you can work because there's 2 great black rares in both packs. What are you doing? So now I'm kind of playing the same colors in both packs, both pools. But I'm about to start playing with this other deck that maybe could use a boost instead of this deck I'm not going to see for another week and 5. Like, who knows how many more packs are going to be in this deck now by the time I come back to it. So there was one pack that was like good for both and one pack that was bad and like didn't help either deck really. So I had to make a choice. Here's the thing. I didn't have to make the choice. I could have waited till Friday and done practices all week and been smart about it. That's what I should have done. But I locked it in and I think I'm okay with it. But I don't know if my strategy is like, it's always in the moment. Like, am I losing? I need more stuff. Or like, am I about to switch decks? Maybe the other deck needs more stuff. I'm thinking about it more like that than like colors. I don't know. That's how I've gotten here, Nick.
I think there's another aspect to it as well, which is, and I don't know how you sit with this, but there's the idea that you don't have to play as many games with one of the decks, right?
Yes.
You can underplay. So you can focus more on one deck and say, I'll play the extra game with that one.
That's true.
Which I kind of don't like. I kind of wish it was just you forced to play 5 games each week, but
yeah.
I get why they've done it the way they've done it. But yeah, I'm not factoring that in because I probably would just play 5. I can't resist. I'm always done by like a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm just saying I can't. I want to play. I want to play and I want to play 2 different decks. I want to play 2 good decks. I want to get to being like, yeah, both my decks were good, and like they both got better as it went on because I'm a good deck builder and I made good choices. Not whatever I'm doing now. But I don't know. It's tough. And I've also like done stuff already being like, this deck is this color. I'm shipping this. And now that I'm playing practices, I'm like, I'm not playing that color. Like, was that a good choice then if I'm not doing that thing? Like, I don't know.
Aren't you meant to play practice games before you send it back?
You can, right? Like, because there's no, especially on your last pack, you don't have to send that. If you finish on Sunday, you got all week to make a choice. Really, I don't think there's a time frame. I'm sure the bot breaks at some point, but you send a message in the chat, someone cleans it up as they do. I don't know. I think the pack allocating, and it is all Lorwyn, so that's the other thing. It's all going to be all Lorwyn at some point. It's like you still pick your tribes for both pools. It's like you're still going to be playing, elementals in one and elves in another, or vivid here and tree folk there. Eventually it'll be that anyway. But man, there's fun things. Like I've got Dragonstorm Globe and I'm waiting till I get like a bunch of changelings and that thing's gonna like go off in that deck. Like there is fun synergy to be had in the chaos pool. I'm just afraid that we're gonna lose a lot of it by the time it's got 10 Lorwyn packs in there.
100%, yeah.
But I've been watching you do a lot of Lorwyn draft sealed league. You have any tips for specifically about the Lorwyn format that we find ourselves in, Nick?
The lurker, yes. I have thoughts about Lorwyn. A lot of it has been discussed in the format chat channel or on
Mhm.
Discord. There's been a lot of good discussion. Cam had some interesting stats about which decks are taking up what percentage of the meta and their win rate. And unsurprisingly to me anyway, it's just the 5 tribal decks which have the highest meta share and the highest win rate except goblins. So I've done a lot of drafts, and I've just been playing the tribes almost
Yeah.
every time. I think I've had about 2 drafts out of 15 or 20 that I wasn't in one of the 2 color decks. Perhaps 1 or 2 where I should have not forced these decks, but I think most of the time it's just a safe way to do it. You're never going to go wrong, too wrong doing that. So don't be creative. Stick with your bombs.
Yeah.
Find the lane, but also try and lock in fairly quick. There's a bit of a balancing act there in pack 1. And I think in sealed, I found Abzan colors, so elves or Kithkin or some kind of mix of both. If you can do it, is just the best thing to do.
Yeah.
And that kind of carries over to League. The players I've seen doing quite well and who have beat me have been playing elves, or Kithkin, or just Abzan because it's 60 cards, so you can't play 2 colors this early.
Yeah. I am seeing so many so many green black X decks out there in League right now, like and the Kithkin, yeah, and those giants and everyone's splashing their bombs. But yeah, it does seem like green, black, white. I think you're 100% right. Abzan is like the place to be. That you want to be in those color pairs, one of the 2, however you make it work.
Actually, a bit of an interesting question that I've been thinking about off the back of that is, in general in League, by the time we get quite late, like week 5, week 6, do you find that the decks that are good are the ones you would want to be in that format anyway? For example, in Aether Drift League, I remember I played you, I think week 6 feature match, and we were both playing Golgari, and everyone was playing Golgari.
Yeah.
And I found this a lot in League. By the time we get quite late in, everyone's playing what is kind of the best sealed deck. Obviously, there's a few outliers. And we just had it in RAL, right? I think there was like 2 non-Grixis piles. I was one of the Grixis piles. So that's what I think might happen late in this league. Everyone's just playing Abzan piles by the time we get to week 5, not week 6.
But even in week 6, again, by the time you get there, you're gonna have so many packs in those colors, and it's very possible that it's just Abzan all around. And yeah, if that is the best thing to do, then yeah, I think that like 11, 10 of the top 16 decks will be Abzan, and you'll have your 4 or 5 like off meta weird. I played Boros because I had the nuts, or I played dragons because I had the dragon. Like you'll have your weird stuff too. But it does always go down to these are the best colors. They get you the furthest. And because of that, when you've got the best cards in those colors, you win, and it's League. And if you're saying, green, black, abs, that already just sounds like a go long, draw card. It's like throw a little blue in there. Sure. I'm sure it's not hard,
That's always how sealed is, I guess, to some extent.
Yeah, especially League 60 cards. It's like there's always room to squeeze something in there, depending on what you want to do. Nick, I would love to know, knowing that you started playing Magic after Ravnica Adventure League, after those sets, what has been your favorite all-time draft format since you've been playing, or that you've played?
My favorite all-time draft format that I've played is Modern Horizons 3.
Ooh.
The sexy Writhing Chrysalis decks with no rares. You don't need any rares. Synergy-based decks, finding your lane, fully rewarded. There's just a lot less luck involved. I do like. I'm a gambling man, but I when it comes to drafting, I don't think we need to be gambling too much. Yeah, it's just a great set, and it just came back, I think, like last week, and I was jamming so many MH3 drafts.
Yeah. That was the last time you came on the podcast, was for Modern Horizons 3, which was over a year ago for those paying attention out there. And yeah, I was also jamming Modern Horizons like crazy the last couple of weeks. It was great. I just forced Blue Red Energy or Jeskai Energy. Man, God, that deck is wonderful. Like, that's a broken mechanic. You get one scurry of, gremlins, and like, good luck. Like, I love it. But yeah, every color is good. It's a super skill intensive format. It's just a fun. It's a really fun time.
I will say the only thing that made it not perfect is that it wasn't completely balanced, right? Like, I think black white was basically unplayable, and then a few of the other archetypes were definitely weaker. So in that regard, I would put Final Fantasy as like a second place, because you could basically play any two colors in that one. And I love a nice little color balance set.
Yeah, it's fun when everything's fair. You don't want to be playing goblins in a land full of elves, Nick. Maybe sometimes you do. Maybe you get the good goblin stuff, but it's rare. We all know that it doesn't happen much.
What happened to you?
It did. It did. We played. Me and Nick played one of just the random fire drafts that they got going on right now, and I played a goblins deck. Everyone was making fun of me for playing goblins. Everyone was laughing and saying, "Oh, Goku's in goblins. Here we go!" And that goblins deck went 3-0, beat everybody. And it even got posted to other channels, going, "Look, goblins are good."
You just need 2 Grubs command. That's all you need.
2 Grubs command, the card that gets back all your goblins when they inevitably die from all your dumb blight counters, because they're all going to die. That's the thing. None of them are that good. But you get the good rares and multiples, and you cast them again and again and again, and it can work out. Those commands are so good, though. I love all the commands. I haven't cast the blue-white one yet, but all the other ones I've cast, and everyone's just like a 2-for-1, just at least built in. So good. Well, Nick, we've made it to yearly questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Zach H. Hack Zolt. Nick now has 15 or so leagues under his belt. Which would he consider the top 3 league designs as a participant?
Wow, what a great question from a great guy. Zach's the best.
Zach's awesome.
Yeah, I will put in third place my very first league that kind of made me fall in love with the league. Although I don't think it would have taken much, because I just love playing limited Magic, which was OTJ, which, if people didn't play back in OTJ, the features were, we had a store, and you could, on every loss, you got a certain amount of dollars, and you could buy different packs, and the cost of the packs changed as the league went on based on how much demand there was. Mm-hmm. So it had its own little economy.
Stock market league, they called it.
Is that how it was advertised?
Well, no, that's not how it was advertised. But I think that's what I got. That's what I called it on the show. It's like, it's a stock market, I think you buy it, it goes up.
Yeah, that was great. And there were bounties on like players who were winning a lot. And one thing that I didn't get at the time, but I think would be really fun if they did it now, was betting on the feature matches.
Yeah.
Because obviously I had no idea who anyone was. And I bet on myself when I played against Jack. And no one, because it was my first league, no one knew who I was. So I got loads of money from winning. It was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit insane, to be honest. It may be too much for my very first league, but I think if they did it again now, I would fall in love with it.
Yeah.
So that's number 3. Number 2 is Spider-Man League.
Ooh.
The league that I dropped out of.
Really?
I just stopped playing at like I was like 2 and 3, 2 and 4, and I just stopped playing because I hated the set so much. But the league design, I actually thought was really, really cool, especially the Megadraft, having heroes versus villains, and the curated packs. Really thematically, worked. Everything was just the announcements, the comic book announcements. I really enjoyed the design of the league, not the cards. But it's made its way onto my list of top 3.
I love it. A league you did you even finish it? You just dropped out and it still
No,
made
I just
it?
stopped playing. Yeah, I
Still
introduced
made
out.
top 2. Wow.
Great design. And number 1 is Final Fantasy. Perhaps not that surprising, as I think it won one of Adam's awards lately, but I love the custom packs, the customizable slots, the starting pool of custom packs was nice. Even flavorfully, like the way you're like leveling up your HP or magic or whatever it was quite cool. And I think it had the perfect balance of chaos as well. I do like a bit of chaos, but only a splattering.
Yeah.
And it was just a chef's kiss of a league.
Yeah, what a great set and what a great design to like complement that set. Like it was one of those leagues where it was like everything worked out because it was just like perfect and wonderful. Like Final Fantasy was so good. And again, that is a great league design. The change your pack, add in some stuff. Very, very fun. Very similar to the hero and villains like custom packs.
Exactly, yeah. There's a theme in number 1 and 2 there. Custom packs, keep doing them.
We like it. Do you like the custom starting pools more than like when we used to get 6-packs, or do you have any thoughts on that?
I used to get really let me turn that back a bit. I used to not really understand the like people's kind of hatred for the bonus sheet, and how the play boosters have made it all random amount of rares and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't really on board. I thought, hey, a little bit of randomness, a little bit of fun. But actually, I think I was wrong. Ever since we've been having these pools, which are more kind of, you get this many rares, this many uncommons, I do think it's a little bit better.
Yeah, especially as like a starting place, I think it works. Because I think I'm the same way. I've always been like, I don't love messing with packs because like this is how I play Magic. So like I want this to emulate whatever a tournament environment would be to some extent, and like if I can open Bitter Blossom in these packs, I want to be able to open Bitter Blossom or know what to deal with or play with or whatever. But as it's gone on, like the custom packs have been awesome. The starting pools, they just feel fair. Like I never feel like I'm missing like 4 rares, even though I am. But it's like I never feel like I'm missing some big power level jump or anything. Yeah, it does. It takes a little bit away from watching the starting pools and like watching, oh my god, they had 13 rares or whatever, and like trying to see who's got the busted stuff. But it does feel better from like a player perspective, I think.
Yeah. Well, it feels fair until you look at Jack's pool.
Yeah, don't play Jack. Although maybe that's the thing. What's Jack's Shadowmoor pool? Maybe you play.
Check that.
Maybe you play Jack on the off weeks. Because that OMW don't care what deck you're playing with. Zach does have a follow up. Can you attempt to defend British cuisine?
Yeah, let's not do this question. I don't think there's any. There's no defense. Yep.
There you go, Zach. Can't. Not gonna happen. Evan C. Peas of Crab. Nick has some staunch allies on the server. Does he have any rivals he'd like to denounce on stream?
So I've got a list.
Yeah.
Got a few here. Yeah, so we've got Chris York, number 1. Just for his paganism, if that's a word, against Damien. And he was rightfully smited down for that in Dragonstorm League, but I still hold a personal grudge. Second, we've got Jonathan P. Not John P. John P's great. Jonathan P, aka Wheat for Days, aka Chicken Man. Just for him making me feel like it's taboo to talk about win rate Okay, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say the word win rate. I think that should be fine. You should accept that. Third, we've got Adam E.
Oh, Adamant.
Adamant, yeah, just for the moral destruction that he brings me, because he kind of builds me up. We play a lot of practice games, and he just keeps destroying me, tearing me down. I beat him in the real games, but he keeps destroying me in practice games. We've got Jack H. Rakic.
Yep.
You know who you are. And I think the league needs to look into the corrupt pool rolling that's been going on.
Yep.
Bit of a rogue one here. Martin J.
Okay. Is that
The winner of NXT League. That's the one.
Yeah.
Just for making a mockery of the league. I mean, it's meant to be the next generation of champions. And he won, and then he didn't play any more leagues. And then finally, just Evan for asking the question.
That is a list. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Everybody whose name was just said, sorry. Nick's against you. You're against him. You guys are now rivals. I don't know what to tell you. Watch out.
Love you guys.
Our next question is from one of those people. Jack H. Rakic. If you had the ability to pause your aging at any point in your life only once, would you take it? And what age would you remain at?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great deal. I mean, I'm not looking forward to aging. I don't think it's going to get any better than it is for me now. I'm 27, so let's stay here, I guess. I mean, I hope it's not one of those deals where like the world's going to end one day and I'm floating around in space for billions of years.
Ooh.
That classic issue.
Oh, classic.
But if I can still die, deal. I'll stay at my age.
I wonder if it means you don't die, because he does say it says you pause your aging, but you don't die. Why would you not pause your aging if you don't?
Yeah,
die,
who would
though?
say no to this?
Yeah. And I was like, no, I want to experience my bones getting broken and old, and my mind wandering away. No, of course. But again, in a billion years, you're stuck in space, or you've got a painting aging somewhere in an attic that's getting crazier and crazier. Good answer, though. Good answer. Jamie W., best UK holiday staycation locale.
I think that, the UK has a bit of a bad reputation, I think, anyway, and I think we kind of deserve that. Although perhaps our reputation's being dwarfed at the moment by certain other countries. But in terms of holiday locations, I went on a great holiday when I was I was probably about 15, I want to say. And we drove all the way up to the top of Scotland, my family. And we just we didn't really know where we were going. Every day we just would camp somewhere. And it was really incredible, particularly in Scotland. The scenery there is amazing, the hills. It was really nice weather when we went, which is perhaps not what you would expect. It was summer.
Nice.
And yeah, that would be my recommendation. Go and drive up to the top of Scotland. Don't know where you're going. Other than that, London is a really nice city. If you haven't been, I would recommend visiting. Perhaps we don't view it like that, us people who live there, but I do think it's worth a visit. Have you been?
I've been to London. I spent a weekend there. I can't really tell you much of where I did or went to. I saw Big Ben. I did some of the touristy stuff. I had fish and chips. I had a curry pie at a bar. It was Halloween time. I went to some spooky ghost tour in some old English house in London somewhere. It was fun. It was a good time.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I liked it. And the weather was nice. I didn't see much of that classic English rain that they talk about.
We've got a storm. There's a storm in the UK right now, and it's called Storm Chandra.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like, they stole that shit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Somebody sue them.
Chandra.
Yeah, Chandra plays Storm. We all know that. Matthew H. Almost. Favorite alternative Magic format? Roto, Winston, Pygal, Megadraft, etc.
Yeah, I was listening to Caleb talk about Roto
The
and
king.
the king of Roto. Yeah, Roto's great, but I think it probably would be my favorite format if it wasn't for kind of being on call for like a week or two. And whenever I get a ping, I'm like, because I know some people, maybe they list out everything they want in advance. I'm not that person.
Yeah.
Every time I get a ping, I have to pull up the pool. I have to
Mhm.
look, what's everyone else taking? What do I want? And it's
Yeah.
just like a lot of effort. It's enjoyable, but sometimes I'm out or like I just don't have time and I get stressed. So if Roto was all at once, I'd say Roto if we all sat down and did it.
Mhm.
But as it is, I actually would say I really like Pygal. We had a tournament of it recently, and if you don't know what it is, you open up 15 card pack and you build 5 3-card decks,
Yeah.
and you have 5 life, infinite mana, and you play with each of the 5 decks, and it's just really quick. So you don't feel it's not like one of those side events you sign up and then halfway through you're like, I really can't be bothered with this, but I've already signed up.
Yeah.
No, it's very quick. It's perhaps there's a little bit too luck involved, but it's fun. It's solvable. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, it's definitely it seems very puzzly. The decks play against each other. They do the optimal thing. You have to win 3 of the 5 hands to win, right? I played it once or twice. I wasn't very good at it. I'm not I'm not one of those people playing the Omniscience draft when it comes out either. Like I don't know if those go hand in hand, but for some reason in my brain they kind of do.
They both have infinite mana in a way.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. I think I played one match against you, and I think you just kicked my butt. And I was like, all right, cool. I kind of get it. But yeah,
It could have just been luck.
it's a fun little format, and it's different. It's very different than a lot of the other stuff. Like Winston got real popular for a little while too on the Discord, and that was fun too. But yeah, Pygal it's a different kind of magic. It's definitely a different kind of thing. Georgie
Yeah,
C. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say as well. He mentions Megadraft, and I just wanted to say, what's with the hate? What's with the Megadraft hate recently? I've been seeing this. It's like a trend.
People
I
don't
like Megadrafts.
I think it's fun too. It's cool. I get 6 cards, chaos draft. Yeah, sure, it gets old, it gets stale. But what else you gonna do? You gonna do a regular draft? You gonna play commander? You gonna do 10 rounds of Pygal? No, I want to draft a crazy deck with a bunch of packs.
Actually, you might have changed my mind. I'll play something on League Crafting later. Yeah, just upload that.
Yeah, we do 100 rounds of Pygal, Mega Draft. Georgie C, do you feel like you've improved much during your time in the league, and does it translate to your paper game?
100%. I think I've improved a lot. So when I came in, I hadn't been playing Magic for that long, so it's hard to know how much I've improved, directly because of the league versus just playing more Magic.
Yeah.
But I have seen a really solid increase in just like my win rate in drafts.
Nice.
And I want to put it down to drafting with people. Hearing the way they think.
Yeah.
I play a lot of practice games with particularly Nick and Matthew.
Yeah.
And those two in particular are really good at talking about why they would or wouldn't do something and just kind of get me thinking about it. It's much better than I used to watch a lot of Nami drafting or like Pulcheon. And actually I think that didn't help me that much. Maybe I was trying to think too much like them. But when you can directly interact with someone and discuss why you've done something and they tell you why they do something different, I found it a lot more helpful. And it's definitely carried over to paper as well. I won my first RCQ in Age of Eternities.
Amazing.
And yeah, I had my best friend at pre-release as well in Avatar. So I'm getting better and better. Watch out.
Congrats, man. Running RCQ's that's incredible. Really, that's awesome. And what great people to glean advice from. Real quick, because we've only got maybe 20 seconds left. Raphael F. Prudent, where does Nistar come from? Is that a quickie?
That's a quickie. That's my name. That is my name. I won't tell you my national insurance number, but I will tell you my name is Nick Stephen Arnold.
Aw,
So
Nistar.
Nistar.
Beautiful. That's
That's
great.
where it comes from.
Nick, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. You're awesome. Do great in the league. Do great in your mega draft. I hope you win, man. I really do. And stay away from me. I don't like playing you. You're one of the good ones. I don't like playing you. Don't meet me in the bot. I don't want to see you in the bot. Okay? Deal? Deal?
You beat me last time.
Again, talking to Nick was great. Like, Nick is one of the best. I just love seeing him around. I love having him in the Discord. And he's been on the show before, but like I said, it's been not since Modern Horizons 3. It's been a little while since we've had Nick on, and I wish him luck in his mega draft. I want to see him get that first league win. I know he can do it. I mean, he got wins in RCQ. He can do that. If he can do that, he can do this. Come on, Nick. I'm rooting for you. You can do it, but you got some tough competition, Nick. Let's see if you can bring this one home. I hope you're enjoying Lorwyn. Like I said, I am. I think the set's good. I've come around on it. We're going to see how Shadowmoor Week is. I'm excited for it. I love me some Chaos. I've been doing practices. I like my deck. I'm playing 2 colors. I'm able to actually play 2 colors, and I'm seeing a lot of 3 and 4 color decks out there. Everyone's splashing. Everyone's splashing for their things out there. Everyone's got their dragons and their Kithkin. I hope you're finding fun stuff to do on the server. You know, again, we got the card art game going all the time now. We got the drafts that just happen to pop up whenever 8 people decide to do it. Like I said, I did one this week. It was really fun. I like the server drafts that they've been doing too, where people are just doing drafts against the bots that have no timers, and they put a pull up and they let everybody vote on what the pick should be. So the server's like drafting this deck slowly over a couple days or week, whatever it is. That's really fun. There's really good stuff going on right now. It's a great time to be an AGLer. It really is. This is a great league. This is a great set. There's great side events going on. We got a mega draft tonight. As I record, it's 5:42. Mega draft starts in less than 2 hours. It's going to be a good time. And if you're not in this mega draft, try and get in the next one. Try and get in Lorwyn Eclipsed mega draft. You could be a top 16 finalist. We got plenty of time left to figure out what we're doing, you know? Just because they started 0-5 doesn't mean they're 5-0 in this week. It's a different deck. And if they do 5-0 again, oh boy. Oh boy, that's scary. You watch out. I wonder if you want to find people on off weeks that have good decks. Like, was I talking to Nick? All these things are just me talking to Nick. But I was talking to Nick, and he's like, yeah, Jack has this amazing Lorwyn deck. It's like, yeah, but how's his Shadowmoor deck? You know, like, if he's going to have a real good OMW because his Lorwyn deck's good and I know it, do I try and catch him on Shadowmoor Week to, like, help my OMW? And, like, I know he's not playing his crazy deck on Shadowmoor Week. Or do you underplay? I'm not an underplay guy. I don't want to underplay. I don't want to have a bad deck and a good deck. I want 2 good decks. I want to play good Magic. I want to win with both of them. I'm not trying to game the system. That's not something I'm into. And the discussions are great. People talking in the league committee, league chatter. Should we have a Hall of Fame? No, by the way, no, we shouldn't. Should we do this in this set? Should we do this in that set? I don't know. It's really great. Get involved. Be a part of the community. And if you don't like what's going on, start your own thing. Do your own thing. It gets better. You'll have a better time. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the league. And I hope you keep a good 7, because that's what it's all about. Really. Really it is. And I hope the shuffler is in your favor. Because, man, I got some good cards in my deck, and I got to not draw. I had a game this week, like 4 lands in hand. Even board, right? I cast the draw 3, discard 1. Draw 3 lands, discard a land. Draw a land, draw a land. What are we talking about? I can't win that game. And I didn't. I didn't win that game. And the shuffler wasn't in my favor. I didn't like that. Well, until then, I guess this is go home. This is week 2 of something. This is week 2. What fucking league is this? ECL. Lorwyn Eclipsed. This is week 2 of Lorwyn Eclipsed League. Here we are. Fuck. This is not your first Mega Draft, though. Is it? No. No.
No, my third.
Third. Yeah, let's say there's no way. But this is a big one. Are you doing any preparation in advance for your mega draft for Avatar League?
Row League, not Avatar
Rally.
League.
Hold on. I'm gonna record that again, Nick. I can't put that out there. I know I do shoddy work, but this is terrible.